Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mugworts on YouTube. In this week's video, I am posting the full kiln opening from a couple of the short videos that I posted before about all of the trees melting off onto my kiln shelves and having to grind that all down. As you can see, that green tree right there is porcelain, and it had gunmetal green on the outside, and it literally just all slid right off onto my kiln shelf, and I had to rip it off and grind the whole thing back down. The mugs in the back are little cauldron mugs that I was going to sell for Halloween. I ended up keeping a couple of them because they turned out so cute, but they're still available on my website. I'll post a link in the description if anyone loves them. On the outside, I did matte black by Mako, and the inside I had obsidian by Amico, and then I put some colors just kind of on the rim to drip inside. I can't remember exactly which blues and purples they were, but I'm pretty sure it was blue rutile and maybe autumn purple or lavender mist. I can't remember, but they turned out really cute. This one's my favorite one. It has kind of a drip on the edge that turned out really cute. Kind of looks like potion over boiling. Next, I just did these porcelain ones in snow, which is a celadon by Amico, and it's super stable, so it didn't run at all. And that is winter wood by Mako, and those turned out really cute. It was still a little hot, so I think I had to get some gloves on here and try to rip it off so I can really press my fingers into it without getting burned. And it came off okay. I ended up grinding it down, and I'll just keep it for myself because it's still kind of jaggedy on the edges, but lesson learned, don't put gunmetal green on porcelain. And there's the damage. That one wasn't too bad because I had just put some kiln wash on the shelves, so it came off okay, but I still had to grind it down with my grinding disc. This one is gunmetal green again, but I think those edges or ridges that I put around it helped it so that didn't slip all the way off. This one is green tea by Mako, and it kind of got a little burned look on it. It must have just been in a really hot part of the kiln, but that one is the same. I don't think I put it on very thick because it didn't turn quite the same color as it usually does. Those are all the same colors that I used before, but here is that one again, just showing you both the shelves, kind of all the things that are going on in there. And here is my sandstone disaster. These are just pure sandstone, and they just turned into puddles. They were really annoying to have to grind off my shelf, but I did it and reapplied my kiln wash, and it's just fine. On the next shelf down, I have a couple more cauldron mugs that turned out really cute. If you watched one of my last videos, or it may have even been a short, I did some sandstone mugs like this, and I forgot to put my cookie down, and they completely melted onto my shelf yet again. This time I put them on cookies, and they didn't even melt off, so I was super happy with that. I think I did have to grind one drip off, but it wasn't bad at all. And here are my little chimeneas. This one has adventurine on it, and it's super sparkly. I'm not sure you'll be able to tell as much in the video as when they were in real life, but it's so sparkly. And that one's not food safe, so I just use this in these ones, and I don't usually use them on anything else. This one is ancient copper, and it turned out okay. It's not as spectacular as I have gotten my ancient copper before, when it kind of blooms some of those crystals, but it's still pretty. This last little chimney is my favorite. It has Sorcerer's Stone by Coyote, and I've never gotten these crystals on a Sorcerer's Stone before. I've used it on plates, but I think I must have put it on extra thick because it turned out so cool. And here's kind of me trying to show you the sparkles on that adventurine. I'm going to use this more often on things that I don't have for food because it turned out so cool. I just love the sparkles in that. And it's not black adventuring, it's just regular adventuring. And here's the one that kind of got dripped on, and I had to do a little bit of grinding, but those ones turned out so cool, and I'm really happy that they didn't stick to the shelf. And here is the disaster of my sandstone. I had to grind almost that entire shelf, and it took a full disc of my grinder. It literally turned into nothing. It just fell apart because I had to grind it so much, which is super annoying. So I will never trust sandstone again by itself. I thought it was going to be stable, and it absolutely was not. I don't know if that was just because it was on porcelain, or if that glaze in general is just super runny by itself, which I didn't know, but you live and you learn. It dripped down so much that it went over the edge and actually stuck to the stilt, and I had to grind that off and put kiln wash on that as well. On the last shelf, I have some more sandstone combination mugs that turned out really great, and some more failures, which I always have, and then a little pumpkin luminary that just has honey flecks on a darker clay, which is this one right here. Turned out pretty cute. The stem has a little bit of green tea from Mako and some gunmetal green from Coyote, I believe. And then going back into the rest, here are my Harry Potter mugs. This one was the sandstone, and then that had green tea on it. And I accidentally put autumn purple on all of the rims, but they all turned out pretty great. I was planning on holding the green ones out and doing pearl white on them because I didn't think purple and green would mesh very well, but they turned out pretty decent. This one dripped a little bit on the handle side, which is pretty normal. It always runs a little bit more on the handle, but it was easily ground off and turned out really pretty. That one was lavender mist and raspberry mist with a little bit of moody blue, just kind of my go-to combo for sandstone, and then covered in sandstone, and then the rim was autumn purple by Spectrum. All the other Harry Potter mugs in this one that are that same purple are the same combination, and I believe that's what I used in my sandstone tutorial video if you want to go see how to do that. It's pretty simple, but turns out really cool. And then this one was a base of Arctic blue, and then indigo float on the rim with maybe a little bit of moody blue, and then covered in sandstone, and then just on the edge a little bit of Spectrum's pearl white. And this one was almost exactly the same, except instead of sandstone I actually tried muddy waters, and it turned the crystals more purple, which I thought was really cool. It just has kind of a little hint of purple mixed in with that like golden color that the sandstone in muddy waters gives, which I love. Here's another one of those green tea combos, and I put a little bit of moody blue on that one with sandstone, and then an accidental autumn purple on the rim. And it gave it a really cool kind of tie-dyed green, yellow, and blue look. And the green tea really gives it kind of a sparkle where the crystals come out. It looked really cool. This is another of the sandstone tutorial mugs, just gone all the way to the bottom. And it didn't drip as much as the last one, so I think I just held back a little bit on the sandstone. Maybe I thinned it out a little bit and didn't quite put as much of the pearl white on it, so it didn't run all the way off. The rest of this video is just kind of more of the same, so I will let you enjoy. The music on this video is from my cousin Max. He has, it's called Bandcamp, where he has 3 albums, and he allowed me to use his songs on the background of my video, so I will post his link in my description as well. If you want to go support him and buy some of his music, he would absolutely love that, I'm sure. And so would I. So enjoy the rest. And thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I will be able to post more videos more quickly this time, and hope to see you here back. Please hit that subscribe and like button, and we'll be back.
That Irish Pete heard what it had to tell. It told of hardship, grief, and pain that it sees every day as bands of men come rolling in to haul that Pete away. hearts and sing for all to hear. We'll plant our feet in that Irish peat and drive those miners clear. We'll plant our feet in that Irish peat and drive those miners clear. Somehow boosted my ego like I had restraints on me, and my future was bright and my head would feel right. I just had to wait to be. Now I'm free from the cage and I still feel the same. God, I hope it's not just me. So where